Your retargeting setup is probably working against you right now. Not slightly, structurally. And most agencies still building dedicated retargeting campaigns with stacked custom audiences and hard exclusions are running a playbook that Meta's algorithm has already moved past. I've watched this play out across dozens of accounts over the last 2 years, so let me show you what actually changed and how we're building it now. The old setup is simple: a dedicated retargeting campaign, website visitors in one ad set, video viewers in another, cart abandoners stacked on top, exclusions to keep the audiences clean. It all looks organized. And a few years ago, it worked. When the pixel data was solid and Meta's delivery was more manual, building audiences yourself made sense. You were constructing the funnel because the platform was not doing it for you. That is not the same anymore. With Advantage Plus, Andromeda, and AI-driven delivery, Meta is making audience and ad placement decisions at a scale that manual retargeting can't match. When you put the algorithm inside a small custom audience with hard exclusions, you cut off the data it needs. Delivery fragments. Your retargeting competes internally with prospecting, and CPMs go up. What worked in 2020 is actively limiting your results in 2026. Fixing it starts with understanding what Meta's system is actually doing now. Pull this up with me for a second. This is a live structure we're running right now for a D2C brand in the beauty space, spending around $10,000 a month on Meta. There's no dedicated retargeting campaign, no separate ad set for website visitors. The retargeting intent lives in the creative, and the audience allocation is left to the algorithm. Meta's delivery system already knows who's warm. It processes behavioral data, engagement signals, purchase history, on-site activity, and it factors all of that into who gets served which ad. When you create a hard-walled retargeting campaign with a small custom audience, you're restricting Meta to a fraction of the people it would otherwise identify as high intent. Over-segmenting hurts delivery. In our accounts, consolidating campaigns and letting Meta allocate across a broader pool consistently produces lower CPAs than rigid audience stacking. Now, another point that should be understood is blind consolidation is not the answer either. The way you organize your campaigns should align to your brand goals. For some, it's product level campaigns. For some, it's category level. And for some, it's offer and persona level. Understand that consolidation is removing redundancy and not removing alignment. In 2026, retargeting works through what your ads say and show. The audience side, Meta handles that. Once you understand that, the actual setup becomes pretty clear. So here's how we're actually building this in practice. Let's assume we're only talking about one product here. First, consolidate into one main conversion campaign. No separate retargeting campaign. Budget pools at the campaign level, and we let Meta allocate down to the ad set based on performance signals. The algorithm gets more data, delivery stabilizes, and in most accounts, costs come down. Second, use creative to carry the warm audience message. Social proof ads, customer reviews, before and afters, testimonials, those are retargeting ads by nature. A warm visitor who's already seen the brand is ready for that message. We load prospecting hooks and proof-based creative into the same campaign, and Meta sorts out who sees what. In account after account, it does that better than any manual audience we've built. Third, treat audiences as signals. Use them as bidding inputs for Advantage Plus audience data, but don't let them define the boundary of your delivery. Feed them back in, but let the audience use them, then step back. That's what's running in accounts today, and getting that structure right is where most businesses get stuck. Knowing this and applying it correctly to your specific account are two different things. The account history, the budget structure, the creative mix, it all has to map correctly, or consolidation creates new problems. That's what we do at Rockstar Media. We manage paid social for D2C and e-commerce brands, and building this kind of structure is what we're doing every single day. If you're running Meta ads and not seeing the return you expected, or want to scale and build the foundation right first, book a call. Link is in the description. We're selective about who we take on, but if it's a fit, we'll walk you through exactly what we'd change and why.